Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Well, welcome, welcome. I thank Maxwell for introducing us. Let's see here.
Yes,
Okay.
Maxwell.
Well, welcome to the, oops, there goes my little thing for my glasses. Okay. Welcome to the Iolande Argent show. Appreciate you taking the time to come and talk with us today.
Thank you for inviting me, Iolande.
Okay.
Very
Now,
nice.
is it Gavazzoni?
Gavazzoni, yes.
Gavazzoni. Okay. Everyone, welcome to this edition of the Iolande Argent show. With me today is a wonderful special guest. This is Adriana Gavazzoni, and she is an author of wonderful mystery thrillers, which I love. And she's going to be telling us a little bit today about her background and how she became an author and what made her choose this particular genre, which is something that most women don't even think about trying to write. So I will turn that over to you and let you tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, well, Yolanda, I believe when Maxwell introduced us, he told you I'm a lawyer. I'm an active lawyer I've been an active lawyer for 27 years now in Brazil. And I continue to be a lawyer, but I decided to become a writer. 2 years ago, I decided to start to write professionally, and that's how I became a writer, but still practicing law. And I always wanted to be a writer because I believe the two professions are very close. A lawyer always have to tell stories. It's not a story we create, but we have to tell them. And so it's very close to be a writer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so naturally, as an attorney, you chose to write mystery and thrillers, or was that just something you fell into?
I love mystery. One of the genres I love best is mystery. I love the surprises. I love to be surprised. I don't believe it's because of my law practice. It's because I like the genre.
Okay. So is this your first book, The Behind the Door?
Behind the Door is my first book, and I've just released its sequel, called Lara's Journal. It's the second one. So I started by Behind the Door. It was the first one. The first novel. I have juridical books published in Brazil, my country, but in United States, just my novels.
Okay. And so is it now, are we chronicling one character and just following them through the books, or are they different characters?
No, they are the same characters. Uh, there are two stories. Behind the Door contains two stories. The main character is a psychiatrist. She's specialized in different sexual behaviors, and she's invited by a lawyer to analyze a journal a killer wrote. He needs to defend this killer, uh, proving this killer killed his girlfriend during a sex game and not intentionally. So the psychiatrist starts to help the lawyer, but a lot of crimes start to happen around the psychiatrist. And here comes the mystery. On the second book, the second, it's about the same psychiatrist, but now the journals of the dead girl appear. Her siblings find her journals, and we are going to know all the story from her point of view. So it's basically the same characters, and one continues 1 month after the other finished. I'm writing now the third one, and I'm trying to do the same to continue just right after when I finish the second one.
Nice, very nice. Okay. So how did you research writing about a psychiatrist who happens to be, well, helping out in this particular case?
Well, I love the subject, psychiatry, strengths, And I went to internet and I discovered many universities or psychiatry associations, they sell articles about psychiatry subjects. So whenever I wanted to talk about a subject, I researched, I bought the articles, and then I go to a shrink, a real one, and I exchange ideas about what I've read, what I've researched. And the same thing I do to build my serial killers, the criminal parts. I have a wonderful special agent from FBI in the United States. He's retired already, but he helps me a lot whenever I have doubts about criminal procedures, about FBI's involvement. He helps me a lot. But I also read books about the subject. I research a lot on Interpol site, FBI site, police site. You have to research. I believe as a lawyer, I've brought that from law, from my legal profession to be a writer. You always have to research. You can't write about something you don't know. You can take to your reader false information. As a professor, I've been a professor of law for 10 years. You always have to tell things to your students, your readers, your clients, the judge, based on real research. It must have scientific basis. I believe in.
Right. A lot of people don't realize that about fiction. They think everything in fiction is made up, but at the end of the day, 98% it has to be factual. So pretty much the only part in fiction that isn't factual are the names that were changed to protect the innocent. But everything else has to be factual. And when you see something and you know it's just wrong, it ruins the story. Because a lot of times, somebody will like you'll see it a lot in movies where they'll have them doing these procedures, and okay, if you worked in this particular type of law enforcement and you're undercover, everybody on the planet should know your name, but yet you're famous. Well, that kind of defeats the point of your job, doesn't it? If everybody knows you, and it really does. It distracts from the story.
Yes. I wouldn't like to give false information. Okay, a fiction is a fiction. Every character, my fictions are really fictional. They don't exist. But you can give false information for readers because there are some naive readers also that believe in what you are writing. So at least the information that what really happened in lives, like psychiatric information, like legal information, must be true, must be the most faithful to the truth as possible.
Right. I agree. I totally agree. So how long did it take you to sit down and pull all this together to write your first book?
6 months. I behave different from other authors, I believe, because I'm used to schedule. As a lawyer, I have to work with a tight schedule. So I can't sit and wait for imagination to come to me whenever I have to defend a client. The same happens for books. I have a goal of 1,500 words per day. I write. If it's not good, I destroy. If it's good, I can take some parts. I can put the rest on the trash. But I have this goal and I write every day that amount, sometimes more than that, but at least 1,500 words. So in 6 months, I had my first book ready and ready to be proofed, to be edited. Of course, I need an editor. I don't believe I'm prepared to release a book without some additions. And the second one was in the same time, 6 months to be ready.
Okay. And well, no, that's good. You have a schedule. Did you use an outline of, kind of guide you where you wanted to go in your book, or?
Yes, I do. I have a schedule. I do my legal work, and then I always keep part of my day for writing. Of course, sometimes I have a glimpse, I have some ideas, I take notes. If I can go and write, I take notes. I send WhatsApp as I have 4 cell phones. I send, I send WhatsApp for myself. Hey, that's a great idea to write about this. Sometimes I'm in court, something's happening, and I think, wow, what a great scene I have here. And I send notes to myself.
And there you go. I can see that. Excuse me a second. I have to make a note. That would be great. Okay. So how did you find the publishing process? Was it easy for you? Was it kind of hard to find a publisher?
No, it was not easy.
Oh,
You can listen to me.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was not easy. I was completely new, main of all because I decided to publish in the United States and not in my country because I didn't want to mix my fictional work to my legal work, and it was hard. I discovered I had to try to find a literary agent. So I lost at least 1 year trying to find a literary agent, just to discover they just want people who are famous. So someone gave me an advice, no, go direct to a publisher. So I spent more 2 months trying to find a publisher, and one day I got that letter you are waiting, telling, hey, we would like to offer you a contract, your book is great. And so they told me, they gave me an editor to work with, an art design who did a wonderful job for me. But after 6 months, I was published. My book was released. This publisher decided to close its doors. So they told me, you are going to be by your own. And I was so tired of this process of trying to search a publisher. I decided to go independent.
Mm-hmm.
And those last books, I'm independent, but I hired the same editor of the first book, as she lost her job too with the closing of the publisher. I hired the same art designer.
Mm-hmm.
Both are great. I work greatly with them. So I am independent, but my books are professionally edited, professionally done. So I wouldn't like to do things lightly. I love to do things professionally. And that's the way I'm doing now.
Great. Yeah. Self-publishing has come a long way from what it used to be, where people just throw stuff on a page and then call it a book. And it's a good idea to hire your own editor and graphics designer, because you never know when a publisher is going to go out of business, which does tend to happen.
That happens. But I was very rewarded because I'm an avid reader. I read a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And as a reader, I never imagined, I never thought about who is the publisher behind this book. I always saw the cover, read the blurb, and bought. But last times, I've been buying a lot of crap on the internet. Mm-hmm. Because of this lack of attention, this lack of professionalism. People decide, I'm a writer, I'm going to publish, period.
Right.
It's very worrying because there are many titles like that outside there. People, self-publish is amazing, really, but you should do professionally.
Mm-hmm. Or at least try to understand. You can't just throw words on a page and call yourself a writer, and have that turn into a book. It doesn't work that way. But yeah, it is. It's very daunting. You can get some good stuff, but most of it's not so good.
Yeah, at least it's professional done. If it's good, it's going to be for the readers to tell, because my books are very complicated. As I write erotica, but it's only 10% of the book erotica because the main character treats different sexual behavior.
Right.
People sometimes tend to confuse my novel with 50 Shades.
Right.
And if they buy my novel thinking about 50 Shades, they are going to be very deceived because I have murder, I have mystery. It's not Cinderella like 50 Shades. 50 Shades is Cinderella, in my opinion. Poor girl meets rich guy and she gets the sky. And sex is not the main subject. It has its merits, it sells a lot, but it's not the same. So I don't want to deceive people telling, hey, I'm just like that. I'm completely different.
Right, right. And that's true. You know, people will see that they'll see sex and, you know, make that association. But if they get into it, it could, you know, it could be both. It can be a really good murder mystery with a little backdrop of sex, a little something extra added in. So that would be good too. That'd be really good.
Yeah.
So are you doing any book tours right now?
Yes, I'm writing the third book on the sequel. The third book, I still don't have a title, but it's going to be the end of the story, and I believe I'm going to close Hidden Motives with the third book, and then I'm going to write about something else.
She's like, we have a trilogy and I'm done. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So are you out promoting the book right now? Are you touring at all?
Yes, today I'm on a blog tour. This blog tour went from 14th February to 28th February. I'm promoting a lot on internet. I'm doing a lot of interviews. I'm talking to everybody. I'm participating on blogs. All I can do with the time I have. As you can imagine, it's hard being a practicing lawyer to have time to do all that all by myself. But it's an amazing world, the writing world, because when you are a lawyer, it's all about people trying to eat your soul. Lawyers don't help each other. Lawyers are very competitive people. They try to destroy you. They try to do many bad things. They are not nice to each other. But when you go to the writing world, it's amazing how people help you, how people trying to give you great advices, to promote for you. I've got so many good friends in this world. I'm craving to be a bestseller to quit law because I want to live in this world of good people. It's completely different.
That's true. I like that. Yes, from the word of a lawyer that lawyers do not do good things.
No, nobody wants a lawyer. It starts from that point. You don't want to have a lawyer in your life. When you do, it's not a good thing. So people see like that. As a lawyer, I always try to help people.
Right.
Because I'm also a professor, I have lots of students that are now lawyers, not liars, lawyers right now. And whenever they ask for help, I help. But I'm 1 in 1,000.
Right.
Not like that. It's not the real world.
No. Yes, I know many lawyers, and yeah, the only time you want to see them is when you're leaving a courtroom. That's about it. You don't want to see them the rest of the time. So it is its own different world. I don't know. Maybe you could write a really cool mystery novel that takes place with attorneys. You know, get some lawyers in there, and you know, have the up and coming lawyer and the seasoned lawyer, and you guys go together and solve something. There you go.
After I retire, I promise.
Yeah, after you retire. Yeah, well, you don't want to do it while you're practicing. People will be like, "Wait a second." This reminds me of some story. I was in that story. Wait a second. Yeah, you don't want to do it while you're working. But that's good. So, how can people get a hold of you or find your book?
Okay, my book is being sold only at Amazon right now.
Mm-hmm.
And people can contact me through my site. It's agavazzoni.com. I have a blog. They can enter through the site. My Facebook page is open, a.gavazzoni. Also, my personal email I answer, it's Adriana at adrianagavazzoni.com. They can write me through all the sites, Facebook, Instagram. I always answer. Of course, maybe I won't answer on the first day, but I'm going to answer.
Okay, great. So do you have any words of inspiration for the would-be writers out there?
Oh, I have a blog. I write on this blog every 15 days. Based on that, I give advices for young writers, for people who want to be professionally a writer. And I believe when you have a dream, you just have to start and you have to try. So you want to be a writer, write every day, some words. Doesn't mind if it's 1,500 or 5, but write. And one day put all that together and see, and you are a writer, okay? Find professionally help to have a good story and never give up. Never give up when you receive those letters from literary agents or publishers that say, hey, your work is not good for us. It's just because your work didn't finish in the right hands. One day you are going to find someone who likes your work. There are many, many, many great books were refused by all publishers and all literary agents that are huge success. So never, never, never give up. It's not self-help words. It's the words I use it to myself or when I was losing my courage, because I saw sometimes with a difference of half than 1 hour, I sent a query letter. The answer came back, your work is not good for us. Okay, you didn't have the time to read my work to say that. So never give up and try. If you don't try, you are not going to go anywhere in your life. If you don't try to leave your bed in the morning, you are not going to do anything with your day. It's the same for writing.
Right. Absolutely. Well, Adriana, we're at the end of our interview, and I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to come and speak with us about your book and share some great stories and insight. Appreciate that.
No, thank you a lot, Iolande. Thanks a lot for having me, and I really appreciate your time with me.
Thank you. And thank everyone who's going to tune in and watch us and enjoy this wonderful edition. And we'll see you again on our next edition.
Good afternoon.